Hi there, my name is Ed Bolter. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm also a photographer. Come watch these two worlds collide as my talented team and I help people forget cancer. One photo shoot at a time. All right, so here we are at CrossFit Kinetics. We're with Charmaine Wilson and Rory. Charmaine's a 47-year-old single mom, and she's recently been diagnosed with brain cancer. And we're in a gym. Now, you just had radiation last week. What the heck are we doing in the gym, Charmaine?
Well, this gym in particular is my happy place. It keeps me fit mentally and physically. And I thought this would be a really great place for us to start this journey. Mostly because this gym represents something that I did the year prior to being diagnosed that I had never done before. It took me out of my comfort zone. And I really feel like the universe was on schedule in me finding this gym and finding the people within this gym to make me strong to fight what I'm fighting now. That's why we're here.
All right, Charmaine, so what gets you out of bed every day?
Rory.
Yeah?
Yeah, Rory.
So what is it about your little girl that gets you up out of bed every day?
I want to see what she's going to do. I want to see what she's going to say. I want her to explain point of views to me and different ways that she sees things in life. That's really, I think when you get to be a certain age, you forget the wonder of living and learning things new. And with Rory, she sees everything so differently than I do that it's pretty amazing. We don't always agree on everything, and certainly we argue about it, but I still want to get out of bed every day and see what she sees.
What's on your bucket list?
Well, we want to go to Africa. We would like to go on a safari in Africa, but to end that safari in a village where we could help doing something that we have a skill set for. So we don't build houses or anything like that, but perhaps we could teach sport to kids. Rory is an incredible artist, and she's a singer. And wouldn't it be wonderful for her to be able to share that with some kids that don't have the opportunity to do that?
I think it would be cool if she could share with kids her age, too.
Exactly.
I don't know. I've been on a trip to Kenya.
Yeah?
I've been on that safari that you're talking about, and I helped build a school over there.
That's amazing.
It is. We could talk about it later. It'll change your mind, but you're going to need the lotto to go.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna need the lotto. Okay, all right.
If you could go back to when you were a teenager, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself that when I was experiencing sort of, issues where I was not learning the way I should have, that I was feeling, sort of manic or depressed or things like that, it's okay to talk about that, and it's important to talk about that. And that don't be so hard on myself. I was incredibly hard on myself as a teenager. Yeah. And I wish now that I hadn't been. However, if I went back and changed it, my life probably wouldn't be where it is right now.
Well, you never know.
You never know. But certainly I would be telling myself not to be so hard on myself, and that it's okay to talk about things if you don't feel right.
Yeah, that's right. So you mentioned the word radiation technologies. It brings us to the word cancer. Yeah. And that's why we're here. Yep. So tell us, you just recently were diagnosed with brain cancer.
Right.
Just before Christmas, right? What do you want to tell us about it?
Well, I had actually been struggling with a kidney infection for 2 months prior to that. And I had also been experiencing some issues down the right side of my body that I was having physiotherapy for. And so again, in terms of the community here, I was seeing a physiotherapist that comes to this gym. And there's also a number of other people in the medical profession, nurses who were on the ward when I had the surgery, and radiation technicians. So those guys really, my physiotherapist was the first one that said, there's something not right, there's something going on here. And he had sent me, for an x-ray for my chest and those types of things. So when I had the explosive headache that sort of brought me to my knees and took me into emergency, I kind of already knew that something was going on, and your gut really tells you when there's something not right with your body, but you can't really tell what it is. And at that point, with the blinding headache, that's when they got me in for a scan, and they said, "Oh, you know what? We think you had a stroke."
Oh.
And I said, "Okay." And then it was, they thought that I had an AVM, which is a malformation of vessels. And it turns out that wasn't it either. And then they determined that it was a tumor. So when I first went in, they knew that I had a tumor. They didn't know if it was malignant or not. When they took it out, that's when they came back and they said, unfortunately, this is a grade 3 anaplastic astrocytoma, which is malignant. So we're going to have to go through chemo and radiation. Those are the standard procedures that they go through. I've decided not to go through chemotherapy, but I am going through radiation at the moment. And once the radiation's done, I think a month or 2 after that happens, they'll send me back in for another MRI. They'll see what still remains, because they couldn't take everything out with the craniotomy that I had. So the hope right now is that the radiation is going to stop it from growing, or at least slow the growth. So that's where we are in the process right now.
All right. So when you first heard the C word, cancer, what did you think about first?
It was it sucked.
Yeah, it does. It always
sucked.
There's no. Yeah, that's right. It sucks. So how do you break this news to Rory?
It was tough. And in fact, I'm getting a little choked up now, because it's on the heels of Gord Downing.
Yeah.
Right? And that had a big impact, because we were sad.
Yeah.
We were sad. And, when they did their last concert and everyone was down at Parade Square, Rory and I went down, and, the only thing that I could say to her was, it's not Gord Downing bad.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't have glioblastoma. When you're a single mother, or any type of parent, you don't need to be single, and you have to deliver that news to your child, it creates so much anxiety within them that you don't know what's going on with them. And they can't necessarily articulate exactly what's going on, because they don't. With Rory doesn't want to hurt my feelings either. She doesn't want to make me upset, right? So we're learning how to communicate differently.
All right, so we're going to talk about the photo shoot now. Let's bring Nicole in. Nicole, come on in, and see what cool ideas you guys have for a photo shoot.
Okay.
All right, Charmaine, so it's no secret, this whole episode, this whole show thing it's called Forget Cancer, and I know people say, well, how do you do that? Well, the way we do that is we're going to design this unique and elaborate photo shoot. We're going to have so much fun. You guys are going to get the rock star treatment, you're going to get hair, you're going to get makeup, you're going to get wardrobe. It'll be so much fun that you'll forget cancer. Now, in order for it to be fun, we have to come up with some ideas for a photo shoot, and we all have to be on the same page. So, with that in mind, what do you want to do in a photo shoot? Things. Do you have hobbies? Like, what do you guys do when you're having fun and joking around with each other?
Well, Rory and I love Wayne's World.
Yeah?
I can make a face like that.
Let me see. All right.
So what would be really like an awesome photo shoot would be Rory and I as Wayne and Garth, and just doing a show.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be pretty wicked. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Do you have a guitar? Do you have drumsticks?
Yep.
I used to have drumsticks. I don't know what happened to my drumsticks.
I'm sure I can put some drumsticks on there. Was a drummer? That's
So, Garth is the drummer, right? So that means you're the drummer. So that means, can you do accentuated triplets on your... That look says no. It's okay, I'm just funning you. I'm just funning
You
you.
can't do them right now.
I'm not really a drummer.
Can you pretend to be a drummer?
Yes.
All right, you're in. You're in. You're back in. Yeah. So let's talk about the wardrobe side of the Wayne's World photo shoot. Do you guys have stuff? Do you need us to get stuff so that you look like Wayne
Well,
Garrett?
we live in Dartmouth,
Yeah.
so we probably got some stuff kicking around.
Yeah.
That would be good. So
You make it sound like you live in Dartmouth, so you're dressed like those guys all the time.
or at one point we probably did, and I might have a jacket kicking around my house that I could certainly use for Wayne attire. But it's just jeans and t-shirts,
But
right?
you're going to need a wig, though, right?
Oh yeah, no, I don't have any wigs kicking around, so.
I might have an issue too. I mean, I do have blonde hair and everything, but I don't have like that.
Well, we're gonna cut your hair into a mullet, I
No,
was thinking.
no, I have to.
Mullet, I like it. I like it.
No.
All right, listen.
Well,
So
thanks, Rowan.
you're back out. You're back out. No, okay, but your hair's perfect. We have an amazing hairstylist that will make your hair just exactly. Sneakers. Do you guys have Converse?
I actually have pink Converse.
Yes, pink. High five.
There you go.
Favorite. That's my girl.
I think we have what we refer to as our starting point.
Okay.
So the cool thing about the idea of a starting point is it gets everybody on the same page, right? So we've got us four that we already know we're going to do a Wayne's World themed thing. Now our job is to go and prepare, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love Wayne's World.
I think it's gonna be hilarious.
And we have female railroad characters.
Yeah.
That's right.
You need to practice your accentuated triplets on the drums.
I don't know what that is. It doesn't like.
How bad do you want to be in the shoot?
Stop. Just watch it and then or Google.
No, you know what? Don't.
YouTube
I don't know what they are either. I just heard the word one day.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Her uncle's a drummer.
Okay, he'll have
So he'll help her.
See?
All right, so now that we know what we're going to do in the photo shoot, it's time to get ready and prepare. And the way I prepare is I go for a ride in the car. Windows down, music up, and the music I'm listening to today is a song called See You Around by E.B. Anderson and the Resolutes. And I tell you this story, I was in the studio when they were recording it. It sounded awesome right away, and then Ross, the producer, would say, well, stop, right after that first verse, wait a couple of beats, and then bring that guitar in. And I thought they're going to make the song cooler right here and now. And they did, and I loved it. And so let's have a listen to it right now.
I was wondering, I was waiting for you, holding out hope that dreams would come true. I was wondering where in the hell you've been. I was waiting on the promised land.
One we should try first, so we don't backtrack, is the Dartmouth Crossing location,
Yeah.
Party City. And just see what they have. They may not have a lot, but we can just see what they have by way of wigs and costumes.
I think all we need is a wig and some glasses.
Yeah. So the only options we have is the spike potentially, and the long garnish which we can semi-cut, but cannot apply heat, or maybe apply hopefully. Oh, okay. Hey, you can't, what is this? And they're on sale! Gotta love that!
So every time we do one of these shoots with our cancer survivors, they're literally that, a survivor, in the sense that they've already gone through their radiation, their chemo, and whatever it is has been prescribed for them. Charmaine is a little different in the sense that she's literally right in the middle of radiation. And we're going to go and see that today. We're going to go check her out, see how she's doing. We're going to go catch up with her. And See what it's like to get radiation. All right, Charmaine, so you're about to go in and get some radiation?
I am.
Yeah? What is a typical radiation session like in there for you?
Well, when I walk in, I just have to climb on the table. They get me to say my name, my birth date, all of those things. And once I get on the table, they snap me into a mask that holds my head in place. And then there's a machine that goes around, I guess, where the tumor was removed to radiate what's left there. So there's a clicking noise that goes around. I can't move my head. I can't really see anything that's happening, but I can hear the machine and I can hear them talking.
Well, let's go down and have a look.
Awesome.
Well,
Welcome to Wayne's World. Makeup and hair. What's up?
All right, Julia, the hairstylist today. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome that you're here helping us out. What do you have planned today for Charmaine and Rory?
I'm really excited because Rory has perfect hair for a character, and I'm gonna crimp it and tease it to make it look like a 80s perm, and I'm gonna put some parts on top of her head so it looks like 80s mullet.
All right, Asia, my makeup lady, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you helping out today. So tell me, what do you have in store for makeup for Charmaine and Rory today?
For Charmaine and Rory, my goal for this photo shoot is to mimic the characters as best as possible for their makeup looks. For Rory, because she is young, I would like to keep the makeup look age appropriate. Also, Garth, he's male, so doesn't wear makeup, so I'm just going to put a little bronze on her face and keep it very flesh tone. And for Charmaine, her character is Wayne, and I would like to also bronze her face and just glam it up a little bit and keep it very feminine, but also trying to mimic the character as best as possible.
Dad, are you ready?
Well, look at these guys.
Wow.
So we'll just have you guys positioned on the couch there, Wayne and Garth.
Yep. Well, hair and makeup and wardrobe did an awesome job. You guys look great.
Yeah, you do.
You ready to take some pictures, Rory?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, awesome. So for the next couple of minutes, I just need everybody to be quiet. We're just going to have some fun and let them talk about the list.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Top 5 cereals. Captain Crunchberry. Lucky Charms.
Tragically malicious.
Ew, it tastes like garbage.
Waiting on you, I'm so wild. I'm feeling confused. Why the hell I'm wasting my time? What goes up comes down, so I'll see you around.
That's a wrap.
All right, guys. Everybody is awesome.
Well, Ed, I'm a visual person, more old school, so I don't always like to see what I see on the monitor. I don't always trust it. So to get an idea of what these images really look like, I took the opportunity to make some proofs. Obviously, we have a lab, so we can make proofs as big as we want. And to go through and take a look at what there are, what the concept is, and we'll send these files in to Geraldine in our D-Lab, and she'll go over them.
So the correction I made for that was probably something like this. I went into curves, I brought the shadows so that we could see some depth and some distinction in the blacks.
All right, Charmaine, it's been a couple of weeks since we did the photo shoot. What have you been up to?
I've gone back to work.
Yeah.
And I finished my radiation. I've had a follow-up appointment with a new radiation oncologist, and she gave me some really great news that the molecular structure of what I have, the prognosis is longer than the median life expectancy that I was originally given.
Well, that's awesome news.
It's pretty awesome, yeah.
So how much longer?
With radiation and surgery, which is what I had, it's 7 years instead of the 2 to 3. Again, median life expectancy, so average. So I don't feel like it's going to be 7 years. I feel like it'd be a long time.
That'd be cool.
That's what we're talking about.
Awesome.
That's what's cool. That glass is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look it! Rory, look! I'm going to start crying. That's amazing.
So I know you want to see some pictures.
Yes.
But I thought maybe you want to see this first.
Okay.
Can I wear to school?
No, that's mine.
I went to school at
Well, you ready?
No particular order, but just flip them over and have a look.
Oh my God, look at that! Look at That's amazing!
I like this picture a lot.
All right, so hold on a second.
Yeah?
You like that one?
Yeah.
That looks like a poster?
Oh my God! That's amazing!
This was my favorite one.
That's amazing!
I'm hanging that in my room.
What? Oh, do you want to turn, let's turn them around. Oh, look at this!
Yeah.
This is really amazing.
So who's going to have that in their room?
Me. I'm in my room.
Rory's going to have that one? I have one for Charmaine's room.
Aww! Surprise! Look at this. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, did you guys see these? Oh my God. You know what? I really did forget about cancer. It just changed the whole perspective of things a little bit, where you can have a little bit of fun with it. The photo shoot itself that day was super fun. It's unfortunate that not everybody that has cancer gets to go through something like this, where they're able to spend a day or 2 days broken up over months just having fun.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, life's pretty hard regardless, and this was fun. This experience was amazing.
'Cause it's beautiful today. Can't take that away. 'Cause it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful today. Yeah.